Keller said, "The only thing worse than being blind is to have sight but no vision." I love this quote because it speaks to the dual nature of our eyes, which is what we're going to explore today in this video. Many consider the eyes the most important symbolic sensory organ. They serve us in both physical and metaphysical ways. They are organs of perception that allow us to navigate the material world. And they're also windows to the soul that connects us with intuition, insight, and the flow of infinite intelligence that governs all things. In today's video, we're going to discover the physical function of our eyes in perceiving contrast and duality, understanding spiritual vision, what a spiritual eye problem actually means metaphysically, and we'll wrap things up in an energy healing process to rest, rejuvenate, and support your eye health. So let's get going. Vision is different than sight. To have vision is to see something that doesn't yet exist, but has potential to become a reality. So when we experience eye-related symptoms like blurred vision, eye strain, dry eyes, or even eye infections, there is a deeper spiritual implication to these manifestations beyond just the physical eye. On a physical level, our eyes allow us to perceive contrast and duality. Using our eyes, we can see what is working and what's not working, what is present and what is missing. But spiritual vision is being able to see through the eyes of pure consciousness. Whether you call that looking through the eyes of Source or God or whatever other name you use to describe that system, that stream of divine energy which creates all things. I'm going to reference divine eyes and spiritual vision in this video. What that means is through concentration, you can penetrate through the spiritual eye to enter the spirit beyond creation. The spiritual eye is a reflection of the cosmic energy entering the body and sustaining it. Through our divine eyes, our third eye, the Ajna Center, our faith portal, we see everything as an interplay of energy, and we see everything as it truly is, as always in the process of becoming something new, more. When we're looking through our divine eyes, we see the perfection in everything and everyone and in every moment in time. So what does it mean when our eyes are giving us problems? At the core, spiritual eye issues are the result of not liking what we see in our own lives. Could be all aspects or one. They are the result of fixating on all that seems to be missing or lacking. So how do we fix it? The way back to balance is to soften our vision, so that when a particular moment in time is not unfolding the way we want it to, we can simply observe this as an interplay of energy rather just fixate on it, wallow in it, and allow the present circumstance to bring our vibration down. You can actually create a new vision in your mind. This is what you don't want, but then see yourself in that image having what you do want, creating a spiritual vision, an expanded vision. That alignment will help you then correlate with your actual vision. In a moment, I'm going to guide you on an energy healing process within a group that I'm setting up with the council that will support you in improving your vision by shifting your focus from fixating on what's wrong and bad and missing to viewing life through divine eyes, that neutrality, seeing all that is perfection and beauty. On a physical level, daily meditation is one of the most healing things that you can do for your eyes, because meditation, or bringing in light, allows our eyes to close and to rest, giving them a chance to rest and rejuvenate while we're still in a waking state. In our daily lives, we often strain our eyes, overwork them, we pierce out of them, or we overstimulate our eyesight through artificial lights or blue lights from computers and other phones and devices. Meditation is a respite for every part of our eyes. So let's get started. In this process we're about to do, you will have relief, but on a daily basis. If you take your hands and you rub them together and you allow the chakras in the middle of your hands to just imagine opening, and you take your hands like this, just cup them over your eyes. Just let the energy in your hands go into your eyes and let your eyes just receive in that light. And then just gently put your hands down and feel the light sensation, feel the opening, the willingness, the acceptance, and the permission to see all things in your life the way it is. Because when you see it, even if it's uncomfortable, when you make the uncomfortable comfortable and you live into a new vibration that maybe you've never known, or maybe, for example, you've been in lack and you haven't known abundance, or you've been lonely and you haven't felt the connection. That new vibration, what you do want to see, what you will need to see in your inner eyes, seeing yourself, your self-image, having that, then you will, on the physical level, receive it. But it's up to you in allowing it in. Allow the light to come through your eyes. Allow yourself to see the beautiful vision of what you do want inside of your mind. Think of yourself as a little squirrel storing nuts for the winter. Like we're a little squirrel storing pockets of energy, but we could easily release those pockets of energy. And then here's the key. This is really big for this series. As you are releasing that energy, make sure to then fill up either with compassion light, with light in general, with love, support, whatever it is that what you want to focus on is a new experience. Today's all about the eyes. And the eyes really represent our capacity to see clearly the past, the present, and the future. So to see clearly and to be able to see through the eyes of the divine, to be able to see like the divine. If you were to just, and I do this a lot, like when I'm driving or when I'm waiting somewhere, I'll invite in the council to come through my eyes and to have me see things in a very different perspective, from the council's perspective or divine's perspective, to just kind of come in and be the interpreter of vibration through the eyes. Now, remember, just like the ears, the eyes are a vibrational interpreter. And so there's a couple of different nuances that we're going to go through as far as it relates to the eyes. So I just want to speak these out right now. Any eye problems is at the root of not liking what you see in your own life. There's a lot of different things that can happen with the eyes, right? Pink eye, conjunctivitis, cataracts, keratitis, dry eyes, sty, crossed eyes, farsighted, nearsighted. There's a lot of it that council will include in this eye. Just remember, if you are having even problems seeing far away or reading up close, I will say this. Many years ago, when the kids were just little, I had to give, I think one of the boys, I can't remember who, a little bit of Tylenol. And I'm looking at the bottle and I'm like, they printed this all blurry. And I called in my husband. I said, could you read this? This is all blurry. And it was all of a sudden. And he's like, it's not blurry. It's printed just perfectly. And I'm, what? Right. So I started working on my eyes. When I was in high school, I had to wear glasses for when I drove at night. I don't wear glasses anymore. That's not blurry. And I can actually see far because of this process. So one of the things that, besides my hormones, is my eyesight has improved. Now my husband, who used to be Superman with his eyes, when we're at a restaurant and it's time for the check, he will give me the check and say, okay, what's the amount? I have ink all over me. He'll say, okay, what's the amount? And I'll be able to clearly see it. right? He'll have to take out his phone and look at the light, take a picture. I don't have to do that anymore. So the eyes, when you clear them and you're willing to see clearly past the present and the future, this is where you don't have any eye problems anymore. So let's go ahead and go into our process for today. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Really settle yourself in your own physical body. Feeling your breath as you breathe in, breathing all the way down through the digestion, all the way down through the reproductive, through the genitals, breathing just all the way through your body, through the hips, through the legs, out through the feet, really feeling yourself embodied in your hips. Letting yourself feel and collect light through the ears. Just really starting to say hello to light, adding light to all of those areas, continuing to have the flow of light. Feeling, sensing, merging with, blending with your soul's light. Just taking a deep breath in and start to feel the connection with your soul. Starting to feel the connection with your entire stadium of light. Front, back, to the sides. And letting yourself turn inward and upward and receiving that downpour of light from that beautiful cylinder of light, that connection point to the divine. All that you've been through in your life up to this point is only 4% of who you really are. And 96% is that bundle of love, is that pure joy, is that divine connection. You're more non-physical than you even are physical in this body. So changing the mechanism, changing the energetic structure and volume of your field by just calling in more light. Now start to soften your eyes, even with your eyes closed. Just start to soften them. A lot of times we strain to see something. So just feel a nice softening of the eyes. Letting yourself receive in light through both of your eyes. And letting light just start to permeate through the eyes, going through all of the eye socket, through all of the nerves, all the way to the back of the head, through the ocular nerve, going through each and every eye socket, the pupil, the iris. Just imagine that you are letting in very easily, very gently, light come all through each aspect of your eye. We are here. The eyes. Very important. The eyes, as someone would say, are the windows to the soul. So letting yourselves, as we cup your eyes, we work on one, we work on all. As we cup your eyes, letting you receive in greater light into your eyes and stating, letting yourself say, I see with love and light. I see with love and joy. It's like cleaning off the lens, letting your lens of your eyes be clearer. But where you focus your mind, where you tend to focus on what you see, that's up to you. That's free will. So going down into your heart center, and every place in your life, from a child to adolescent to now, anytime there was something repulsive, anytime there was something that made you close your eyes or grimace, anything that you saw that was painful to see, let yourself move down into your heart and let your heart fill up with the downpouring of compassion. Because yes, as a human being in your lifetime, there are things you will see with your eyes, or things you have seen with your eyes that didn't feel good. So letting yourself, as you recall any of those things that you've seen with your eyes, letting your eyes as if being cleared and cleaned with compassion energy, moving all the way down from the eyes down into the heart center, and letting your heart open up in compassion light. Just being doused with a nice soothing, comforting light in the center of your heart. Opening up the back of the head and the neck. This is a release center of your mind or the upper body. And as you have seen and recorded in your memories things that you did not like to see, imagine that energy, any blocks, any tightness, any constriction, like you did with your heart, letting all of that energy just release out and clearing it out of the head, the mind, letting it neutralize with the energy of compassion if need be, bringing that flow of energy back into the heart center, opening up your heart to see what the divine would like you to see. Seeing through your inner eyes, your stadium of light, seeing all of that support, seeing your soul's light all around you, seeing on the inner forehead, on the inner screen of your mind, what you do want to see, a future that as you look at the future, there's a version of you thriving, feeling good, looking good, fully aligned, inspired. See a version, a snapshot, a movie of you in your future. See yourself over the situation. See yourself moving beyond. Seeing yourself in love, in light, with support, in well-being. See yourself in success, with abundance, where it all works out for you. Good. Now moving your energy down into the belly, go ahead and release out any emotions, any stuck energy that has been there in your system from things that you saw, letting all of it, again, don't need to go into the memory and get the head involved. Just go back down into the belly and let yourself release. And this is where we're going to do some activation and releasing. Any place where you are not liking what you see in your own life, whatever it may be, declare, I create my own reality. I now create a life I love to look at. And see that image, see those pictures of a love, of a life that you love to look at. See yourself seeing that. Going down into the belly, and any places there is anger. The eyes represent a lot, and a lot of the eye issues represent anger. So because when you see something you don't want, and you see something you didn't get, you see it, then comes the anger. So move down into the belly, and where the eyes, not going out, but as if light is coming into the eyes, letting all that needs to drain out from the belly, and release that anger. Release any underpinning energy that represents anything that you are angry about. I now create a life I love to look at. I can have what I want. I allow the love from my own heart to heal all I see with compassion. Good. I choose peace. I choose harmony. I choose compassion. All is well in my world. Any place you are resisting, not wanting to see something, imagine this energy is releasing out the eyes, out the back of the head, through the back of the head, releasing all of that energy, and also draining it out of your emotional body. I am willing to see. I delightfully see. I release the need to be right. Stubbornness. Releasing all that is not light in the belly, releasing it, draining it from the eyes. Good. I love and approve of myself. I see with the eyes of love. There is always a harmonious solution. I have many choices and options as to what I want to see next. I create what I want to see. Let that energy, feel that in there, let it go into the eyes. Now, something that we are also going to create and build on. We activated the pleasure centers in the brain, which we are activating once again as it relates and connects with sight, which then will connect with the pineal gland in the center of your head, which is your spiritual sight, your third eye. So through your third eye, going through the third eye into the pineal gland, and activating, not a push against, avoiding what you don't want to see, but activating the pleasure of what you do want to see. And declaring, I see ahead with joy. I have a bright future. I see the opportunities ahead of me. Life is eternal and filled with joy. I look forward to each and every moment with pleasure. Good. A lot of activation happening. This is very good. Allow yourselves to open up the back of the head and neck for releasing. Good. All right, we're hitting all the issues with eyes. I allow myself to see with love. And I allow myself to forgive for myself, letting yourself once again bring in the energy of compassion, because compassion neutralizes you, which is the act of forgiving. You're not pushing against or having the hurt or resentment or judgment or criticism anymore. You're now in the flow of compassion, neutralized. Good. I am willing to let go and to surrender of all that is not light. So I see the beauty that surrounds me. I breathe in life to my own personal inner vision. And I see with compassion and understanding. Good. Open up the back of the head and neck again. Any place where there is any more anger that has anything to do with the eyes, once again, go down into the belly. Let yourself pulsate out any remaining anger, any remaining frustration, letting all of that just pour out and pulsate out of your physical body. Very good. There we go. Good. I choose to see everyone and everything with joy and love. I choose to see everyone and everything with joy and love. Really good. All right. Through the third eye, through the two eyes that you have, so through all three of your eyes, receiving in light. Receiving in light. Letting, if you are farsighted, it's the fear of the present. I am safe in the here and now. Good. Letting all and every particle of fear in your belly, in your energy field, calling it from your entire body, from the eyes, clearing the eyes, letting all of your eyes drain and clear through the body. Good. Nearsighted is also fear, so letting it release, fear of the future. I accept divine guidance, and I am always safe. Letting that pour out. Good. Now here's what we want you to do, and this is for the eyes. We want you to take your hands and bring them together, Mr. Miyagi style, and start to move your hands, creating a lot of heat and a lot of warmth. And then what you are going to do is you're not going to touch your eyes, you're going to cup your eyes, taking your hands and putting them cupped over your eyes and letting your eyes, just for a moment, feel the pulsation of light and energy moving from the hands through the eyes to clear out any remaining. And you can put your hands down, letting all of that energy release, letting yourself turn upward to the light, letting yourself see your potential, let yourself see your possibilities, let yourself see the support that you have, let yourself see a proper, beautiful future that you look forward to, let yourself see the past with compassion, let yourself see yourself as the divine sees you, as beautiful, as adored, as wonderful, as well, as deserving, as worthy, as important, as significant. This is how we, all the universe, see you. Declare, I open up my sight to see as my divine does. Wrapping you all in light and reminding
You are all infinitely love. See well. Allow yourselves to receive a nice downpouring of light. This time, just very peaceful, very grounding, just pouring through you, bringing your consciousness back into your physical body, through your eyes, but also through your hips, through your legs, through your feet, letting yourself see that light beam, a light source all around you, as you see both yourself coming back into this room, into the room that you're in, as well as feeling and seeing the shifts that you've made today. Taking a deep breath in, releasing your breath, stretching your body. Give yourselves a big hug. And when you're ready, open up your eyes from a place of love. Open up your eyes today to see through love. Let everything you interpret as vibration, because remember, ears and eyes, it's all about interpreting, interpret love.
Thank you so much for being with me today. My eyes feel rejuvenated, and I hope yours do too. For more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions of any kind or any comments, leave them below, and I'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and this empowering process. For more, make sure to subscribe because we have a lot more in this series. So whatever you're looking for, we've got a way to bring you back into absolute natural light and well-being.